Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're my returning subscriber, hello, thank you for returning. Guys, some of you have asked me, especially you ladies have asked me several times to do a video about how to become a nurse in Denmark. Guys, I just want to make a correction. This video is not about how to become a nurse like from scratch, like you've never been a nurse before. This video is about people who are already nurses and they want to apply for Danish nursing and nursing registration and authorization. So you are already a nurse where you are, but you want to come and work here as a nurse. So you want to apply for the registration to become a nurse and for the authorization to become a nurse. All right, guys, enjoy the video. I have held on doing this video because I think it's so difficult to figure out the rules, because I became a nurse because I was already here. I was already living here, I had already lived here for a few years, and I decided to become a nurse. So I have done some research, and I will let you know the things you need to do, but I have not done a very huge research. So some of these things you're going to have to do yourself. I'm going to leave some of the sites I have found in description, so you can go there and try to follow these ones, and see all the rules and all these things you need. But the one thing I have to tell you is, like, you have to speak in Danish. You cannot work in Denmark only speaking in English. So that you have to take out of your head, that you're gonna come here speaking only English and work as a nurse. It's not gonna work like that. You have to learn the language. So guys, I have my computer here because this is actually a very difficult thing to do. So the one thing you need to do, of course, when you're coming to Denmark, you need to have a residence to stay here in Denmark. So I'm sure, like, before you come here, you're going to have already made up an application. And this video is about for non-EU people who want to come here. That means the people who are coming from the third world countries, because the people who are in the EU, like Norway, Sweden, maybe US, Canada, I think the rules are different. But if you're coming from Africa, this is what I'm talking about today. So there are certain conditions you have to meet to be granted the permit to stay, in order for you, if that's why you're coming here, in order for you to work like a nurse. The first thing, you must prove you're able to take care of your family. Okay, if you're coming, maybe you're coming alone, maybe you're coming with your husband alone, maybe you're coming with your family. So there are some things that conditions you have to meet before you get granted. So one of the things is you have to prove that you can take care of yourself and your family for the first half year you stay in Denmark. And I'll tell you the amount if you have a pen to write down. If you do not have a family, you're a lady, you're coming alone, you need to have 37,368 Danish kroner. That is 37,386 Danish kroner in order to be here for half a year. So it means with that money, you're going to be able to support yourself, and I think housing and food and all that, all right? And if you're coming with a spouse, if you're bringing your boyfriend, or your boyfriend is bringing you here, you're going to have 74,736, okay? 74,736 Danish kroner. If you're bringing your spouse and one or several children with you to Denmark, you need 89,664 in order to stay here for just for a half a year. Okay, guys, that's what you need in your bank, and they have to have it, otherwise you cannot come. And then when you have been through these things, you have got your visa, and you can stay here, then you have to start doing the application. You have to do I think it's called the approval qualifications, in order for you to get the authorization. And here, guys, I'm talking about people who are nurses. You're already a nurse back in Uganda, back in Africa, where you're coming from. You're not coming here just to study nursing. That's a whole other story. But you're already a nurse, and you want to come to Denmark to work like a nurse. So you have applied for your visa. They have allowed you to stay because you have all this. You have this money they are requiring and all that. Then you are here. So when you're here, there are three things you have to do in order to, again, qualify to come through and be a nurse. The three things are, you have the application and approval of a qualification. It's called application and approval of qualifications. Here you have to apply for the authorization, and then you have to send it electronically to something called the Danish Patient Safety Authority. The Danish Patient Authority are the ones who give us this what they call authorization. Like, you have to have an authorization. We have it, like when we become nurses here in Denmark, they give us a small it's like a badge or something. I'll show you guys. Most of the nurses, they wear it here, and you get this. Now you have authorization, which you can lose if you make mistakes or whatever. So you have to send this application, so in order to be approved. All right, and then you need a language test. So you have to first also learn the language when you come here. You need to pass the language test. It's called the Prov Dansk 3. It's called the Danish 3 number 3 exam. Prov I Dansk 3. And you have to obtain the minimum scores of 10, 7, 7. And the language is held 2 times a year, in May, in June, November, and December. I mean, it's from May, June, and in November, December. And you can take this exam in various language centers in Denmark. So it's not specific in Copenhagen, in the capital city, in only the big cities. You can take it in different places. All right. So this is what you need to do for the language. But it means when you have come here and you have got the permission to stay here, it means you're going to be learning the language, and then you're going to go and take this test. All right. Does it make sense, guys? So when you have gone and you have passed your language, you have got your 10s and 7 and 7, then you have to apply for a job, all right? And you apply for a job. It's called the Employment for Adaptation and Training Purposes, which means you're going to get a job. It's not permanent, but you're going to get a job where you're going to be working, and they're going to see how you're going to be... It's like, they call it evalueringsaansættelse. So they're going to evaluate you. This is to see how your clinical skills are, and your communication skills, all these things, your skills of like being a nurse, you know, like you can speak the language, but you have the clinical skills, and you combine the language and the clinical skills together, because the Danish language is so difficult. Even me, who was here already studying studying nursing in Danish, was already so difficult. So you're coming here and you're learning the language for such a short time. Now they change the rules. You don't have, like in old days, you had many years to learn the language. Now you have a short time to learn the language. So then you have to get this job and train, so they can see your skills. All right. And I think that's why then, if you pass and all this, then the Danish Patient Safety Authority can give you authorization, and you can work as a nurse. And I don't think like when you get this job, it's like, oh, you have the permanent to stay forever here in Denmark. No, because you only have a residence, and I think it's like only 3 years you can stay, and probably then you can apply again in order to stay, because you need to have a Danish citizenship in order to stay here. But guys, I'm leaving some links in the description. I think you should go down there. These links are actually really good. That's why I got a lot of this information. I think you should go out there and follow these links. They have the link, what you can follow, and they have the applications and all these things you can do. But guys, I think it's easier if you're coming here and maybe you met your Danish man in Africa, or it's a woman, you met your man there, and they're coming with you here. It will be actually much easier. But if you have a dream of working as a nurse in Denmark, because in Denmark we are, well, I feel like you're working like a nurse in Denmark, because we are very well paid. The rules are good, the environment is good. So if you feel like I'm a nurse in an African country, but I want to go and work in Europe, or my dream is going to go to work in Europe or in Denmark, these are the things you have to go through. I'm going to link I'm going to put the links in the description below. Follow those ones. You can ask any questions in the comments, but guys, I can't answer all these questions because honestly, I don't know. They change the rules all the time, but this is the latest I know. Follow the description and read about this. And yeah, I hope guys this answered a few of your questions. I'm going to make a video about a few things about being a nurse in Denmark. You can watch that up here. But otherwise, this was it for today, guys. I hope I've answered some of your questions. I hope you like the video. like, share and subscribe and stay for more videos like this. All right, thank you for watching, guys. Mwah. Bye.